Blog Talk Radio.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Soul Sister Show with hosts Sue and Anne. And today we have Thursday, July 29th, 2021. So we are in the heart of the summer. How nice. And we are a live call-in show, so you can call in at 213-943-3587, 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 before the number, and you can call us for questions, or why not take a chat today with our special guest, Dr. Alan Walden. And you can also press 1, I said that wrong. So if you want to talk with us live on the show and you're calling us, please remember to press 1 so we bring you on live with us. It's out of courtesy for you that we don't bring you on if we don't see that you have pressed 1. And you can listen live and text chat with us during our shows at scrollsofthesoul.com/live, scrollsofthesoul.com/live. And I'm Anne, coming to you live from Rhodes in Greece, and we have a real hot middle of the summer here. It's 42 degrees Celsius right now, so yes, it's a little bit hot, but that's normal here. And as I mentioned, we are going to have a very special guest today. We are going to welcome special guest Dr. Alan Walden, a cosmic artist. Tune in to find out more about Alan and his work. He's a very special man. He makes beautiful art, and he's doing a lot of other things that are spiritual. So you are wanting to listen to this. Plus, we take your calls for questions and free mini readings live on air. And Alan is not going to do mini readings, but he may answer your questions in a different way. And we would love to talk to you. So once again, call in at 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 213-943-3587. Or why not join us in the chat room at scrollsofthesoul.com/live. You're free to ask any questions over there. scrollsofthesoul.com/live. And we are live call-in worldwide radio, broadcasting today from Arizona in the U.S. and Rhodes in Greece. So, on today's show, as I said, we are going to welcome special guest Dr. Alan Walden, a cosmic artist. Tune in and stay with us to find out more about Alan and his wonderful work. He's a very special man. And we take your calls for questions and free mini readings live on air. Alan is not going to give free mini readings in the sense that we do, but he may answer your questions in his own way. So don't hesitate to call in. And the first part of the show, we will actually, callers who call in, we will actually ask if you want to talk with Alan first. And once again, you can call us at 213-943-3587. 213-943-3587. And remember to talk with us live on the show, press 1. Or you can join us in the chat room at scrollsofthesoul.com/live. If you haven't listened to us before, we are the show that discusses the Akashic Records, soul realignment, healing modalities in general, and of course we love to talk about any and all spiritual topics. And we are always alive call in worldwide radio. So grab the phone, call in at 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 before the number. And we are proud to announce that we have listeners all around the globe, in all continents. We have listeners, last time I checked, in 29 countries and growing. And we feel so honored. We thank you so much for listening to our show. And you can find us on YouTube. Search for Scrolls of the Soul Radio directly on YouTube and subscribe and like our videos. Now let me bring on my co-host for Soul Sisters, my beautiful sister Sue, all the way from hot Arizona. Hi, Sue. How are you?
Good, sissy. Oh yeah, both of us are got wet T-shirt contest going on here.
Yes, same here.
Yeah,
It doesn't help to shower, actually.
Yeah, it's funny. It's so I love it that we both have very similar weather, but from opposite sides of the planet.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
we both pretty much will say, yeah, it's wet today, or it's hot today, or it's cold today, or But
yeah,
never,
and it's special in another sense because you are in the desert and I'm on an island. Couldn't be more different, right?
Right. But see, I have the beauty of a couple things because I'm only a few hours away from the ocean, so it really isn't anything. If I want to get to the mountains, I can go. If I want to get to the ocean, I can go. If I want to go to another country, I can go. It's
Sissy?
I'm kind of in the best location.
I know, so am I. I beat you. I have 5 minutes drive to the ocean.
Well, I could say something, but I'm going to be polite today.
Okay.
Which is rare for me.
I know.
We
yes,
all know that's
it
rare.
Is.
So, yes, you won this time, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Proceed.
So,
proceed.
Yes. Yeah, I know. So thank you, everybody listening to us, and get your spot in the queue now. Call in at 213-943-3587. 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 before the number, and you can call us for questions, or why not get a free mini reading live on air. Dr. Allen will answer questions with his own in his own way with the things that he does. So he's not doing mini readings as we are doing it, so we do them later on. And just call in and ask him whatever's on your mind. You will be intrigued by him, I promise. If you want to talk with us live on the show, press 1. And you can also go to scrollsofthesoul.com/live, where you can listen live on the player and text chat with us in the chat room during the show. And if you'd like to connect with Alan, you can find him at acosmicartist.com, acosmicartist.com. And if you'd like to connect with me, Anne or Sue, we do offer personal readings, so you can find us at scrollsofthesoul.com/readings, scrollsofthesoul.com/readings. And of course, you can find out everything there is about our radio, Scrolls of the Soul Radio, at scrollsofthesoul.com. And join us. It's a great time to call in right now because I know that the board is kind of filling up quickly. So join us now. Call in at 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 213-943-3587. And before we move on with today's show, let's recap what last show was all about. Sissy?
Last show. I know it was spiritual matters. What, it's so funny. We're both like extremely busy. It was spiritual matters. Geez, that's pretty bad. Okay. But you can
Yes.
always go into scrollsofthesoul.com/past and listen in on what we discussed.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible. That's so terrible. Oh,
No,
I
it's
have to
okay.
laugh
I
at
think we had
myself.
we had open lines and we had
Yeah, yep,
a free flowing thing going on. So
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
whatever came up.
right. And I love that aspect, because it's just free and, whatever. Okay, let me, like we said, scrollsofthesoul.com/past if you want to listen to last week's show. With that, I'd like to bring on our guest, Alan. Hi, Alan. Are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm here.
Hi,
Welcome.
Alan.
I'm here
Welcome.
in foggy San Francisco. About
Oh,
60
wow.
Oh, well, sometimes it's good because that creates moisture, All plants
Yes.
need moisture, right?
degrees. And the plants
Oh.
do love it.
Yep. Just be careful driving out there.
Yeah, they
whatever
do.
you do. So welcome. I'd like to first introduce you really quickly to the audience by asking you to kind of give a little bit of a summary about yourself and what it is you do.
Well, early on in my life, I've always been interested in art, and I didn't realize the power of the image until, let's just say, more recently in my life, and seeing that sometimes words fall short in
Right.
trying to convey, trying to communicate, trying to touch the heart, because a lot of the work that I have been doing, I'm a chiropractor, and the work that I did in my private practice was mainly taking care of aches and pains and trying to connect people to, let's just say, a deeper part of themselves. But it's like healing, again, is an inside job. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people may not want to go that deep. And so now in my semi-retirement, I do my art in trying to show healing visually, and then do it maybe with music also.
Right.
And that's my attempt now. And then daily I just work, and I'm astounded by what is coming through my art these days. And I'm just feeling blessed with having that avenue to share with the world.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. I think we all are, in our unique perspective, our gifts, we're in our gifts and feeling quite blessed, I think all of us are. So on that note, with your art, tell the audience and the listeners, what is the art exactly? What are you creating?
So many years ago, when I would pray and meditate before I do that now daily, before I start to create visually with art, either on I use colored pencils, and then I transfer the image to the computer, and now with the computer, I could then transfer the images that I've created there, and then I could transfer it to my phone. And then through the phone, there's these apps that really enhance the image. And so I never know what I'm going to do next. So it's almost as though I'm seeing it for the first time.
Yeah. There, as a connoisseur of your art, I know Anne feels the same. It's every time we see it, we're just blown away by it. I would say, quite honestly, if I have to say something about it, it would be the soul's expression. But it's not your soul. It is your soul, but then there's other souls weaved in, right? So, and then there's the planet's soul. Does that make sense? You know, it's kind of like a soul thing, I guess. I could put it into words.
About 20 years ago, let's just say soul images started coming through. Immediately I would feel the energy coming through the Kundalini. I'd begin to vibrate and realize that, let's just say all of the heavenly helpers that I have, my entourage, the angels, ascended masters, God, Goddess, all there is, I would feel a connection beyond this form, beyond this life, beyond this little planet we call Earth, that we're only here for a short time. And so part of me now, because time is of the essence, is to share, as even the reason I wanted to be on this program today, is to share with the world some of my visions and thoughts that it may assist them on their journey to eternity.
Wow.
So what do you... Oh, go ahead, Sissy. Did you have something to
No,
add?
I just said wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know. That's quite beautiful. So what do you think that looks like then? Or is it more of an individual thing, you know, for each of us?
Well, I think it is an individual thing, and what I feel is that maybe there are codes that we are given.
Oh, yeah.
Far beyond our understanding.
Yep.
And so years ago I had heard that understanding is the booty prize. Or somebody tells you, I understand. Well, okay. What, you know.
Yeah, I know.
We are, and so when you realize through your experiences that you're so much more and that we are so much more.
Yep.
And so you get out of your, not only your comfort zone, but you get out of your ego, you get out of, and so all of a sudden you realize, wow, what opportunity that we have at this present moment, dear. What opportunity do you have in the body through polarity, moving from this dimension, this third dimension, into the fourth, fifth, and beyond. And we've done this before, I believe, in other star systems and other galaxies and other time frames. And so we're ancient souls having this experience as children now, as babies, in this embodiment. And so the art that comes through is expressing that beyond my understanding. So I don't understand it, but let's just say I surrender and believe that this is viable and real, and it may assist others. And and again, what I feel is that what we do for others, how we help others, is the only thing that really is important here. Everything else is lip service, so to speak. What we do, and so our daily caring, loving, and doing it through polarity, doing it through the hard issues that we're all dealing with. And so the art, let's just say, gives me freedom.
Yes.
You know, when you say that, there's there's two things that I feel really strongly about when it comes to that sense of freedom. One is flight, and the other one is riding my motorcycle. Those two are the best I could come up with as far as that sense of being free, breathing the air and just loving every moment of it, being in joy. I think it's all heart-centered, everything you're talking about, and living in our joy, and our best possible us, that we could be. Because when we're like that, we lift others, and it's just automatic. And then that includes, people being drawn to you, they just are going to be. And that's a gift no amount of finances would ever pay for, that's just my thought on it. So,
Well put.
Yeah. Yep. So, is there anything that you started off? Okay, so when we go back and then we come forward, so when you first started, was it specifically an art-based thing, or was it always your creative side coming out in one fashion or another? Was it always drawing, or was there something else you were expressing at first?
Well, honestly, going back even as a child, when I would draw something that I was hoping to get some acknowledgement. And so I find it interesting that let's just say the parents that I chose to have my hard lesson in this lifetime weren't the kind to pay a compliment. It was usually a criticism. And I realize now that made me stronger. And so
Right.
for many years, I was looking for approval. And so with my art, it was more ego-based with, wow, look what I've done. Look how great I am. Look at, and every time and even presently, now, whenever that comes up, and it comes up daily, because we are human, we're having this experience, that you realize, oh, look at this now, look at this, that you are trying to impress. The funny part about it is I realize there's nobody out there. Life is an inside job. We are connected to the infinite, and that's what's real, and everything else is a story. So that's what I'm constantly reminded of, and to enjoy this ride through this life as much as I possibly can. As you mentioned, being on your motorcycle, when you feel that, wow, we have freedom, and we are so fortunate we're having this conversation, and we are freedom is in my art. I have many expressions of freedom, and I even draw freedom, heart, and freedom, soul, and because again, we never had the luxury in past journeys here, and like many, probably 95% of the planet, don't have the luxury to be at ease, to be free to say what they feel, and not worry about repercussions, even though, again, let's just say we're all living in this world of judgment, to not be as affected by other people's judgment, and just follow your inner core, as Joseph Campbell, follow your bliss. And that's what my art is allowing me to do now.
Yeah, Sissy, you could definitely speak to that on restrictive
Yes.
speech and movement, huh? That's something understand completely.
Yes. Absolutely. And there are so many, as you say, Alan, we are born into time that is fantastic because we have more choices than ever. We are connected all over the globe. It's very special, so we can share many things with each other. That also means that we can understand other perspectives, and we are given so much more because in order to heal and to understand ourselves, my sense is that we come here to understand. It's not like we are here to be perfect because our soul is already created perfect. But we need to remember, we need to experience things, we need to expand ourselves so we can kind of dig deeper. It's an expansion of understanding who we are. That's beautiful, actually. And of course, we have been living through some weird times here. We have, and I'm in Europe. Of course, I've done pretty much many things that I usually do. I don't go out so much for bars and cafeterias and restaurants and things of that nature. So I like to travel because I'm from Sweden and I try to move back to Greece. I am moving back to Greece. I'm rephrasing that. So I love Greece, and I know that I have many past lifetimes. It's about the energy and how you get the energy into your body. So that's beautiful for me. And of course, I'm fascinated, Adam, by your work. It's absolutely incredible. Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, if I could expound a little bit more, Sissy, on what you said.
Yes.
When it comes to Alan's work, I got to tell you, many times I've seen something that it went beyond just going into the soul. It went universal. I mean, it went through the universe, through me to the universe, and connected, right away. I knew it was like an instant connection to whatever in the universe I wanted to connect to. That's how powerful. So it wasn't just a soul thing per se. For me, in my expression, it's much more than that. And I think on a personal note, Alan, I kind of feel like your influences, they're not just earth influences, which I think there's many influences that come in your art. And, we can have an image, right? That's just one scene of one small place in one tiny location, and it's kind of like sand on a beach. You try picking up one grain of sand on a beach. It's impossible to do. You can't do it. So when I look at your art, it's kind of like that. It's every piece is unique. It has its own shape and texture, and its own, when it's done, it has its own soul as well, birthing something. That's how I feel.
Yes.
Yes. I think you know that, though, Alan, right? I mean, I'm not telling you anything new.
Well, thank you for the acknowledgement.
Yeah. When something speaks, Anne does mandalas too. Her art is incredible too. We've been advertising almost the whole time we've been on air. We advertise this. It's part of our images that we post to advertise on the website and on Blog Talk. And every time there's a new one she creates, I start reading them. I'll read them and I'll get really in depth about what they're saying. Very short, defined messages. So because I understand them, and I know Ann does as well. She completely understands when she sees it. It's like, oh, I know what that is. That's A and B.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yes.
All right. And
Yeah.
that's, I think, what we feel when we look at your beautiful art.
And
Anyway,
I have to mention,
go ahead.
Sissy, I have to mention that it's another way to feel connected. The mandalas we are creating, they are not at all as good as Alan's. I don't want to diminish myself, but it's a different way.
Yeah.
Because what you create, Alan, is coming from you. It's a talk from your soul. It's coming out from you. You channel this, so it's coming. And we do it on a psychic level, so maybe that's a little bit different. But at the same time, we do once a week, one mandala for each show. And of course, the pictures and the colors and everything, it's kind of a language somehow. It speaks to you. It's about the date. It's about what you can see in the picture, the energy, the colors, everything. So we call them energy in colors.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Sissy, I don't want to go too far in without just hitting that bottom hour real quick and then move right into phone calls because we're at 30 minutes already. And
yes. Okay. I promise to be quick.
Okay, one quick second. Alan, is there anything else you'd like to contribute before we move into our callers? Anything you'd like to add?
No, I'm ready to
receive
some questions.
Okay, sounds good.
Wonderful.
Okay. Good to see.
I promise to be very quick. I promise. I love to talk, but I'll be quick. So everybody listening to us, thank you so much for interacting with us, and thank you so much, Alan, for you to be with us today. And I have a few quick announcements. We really love to talk to you. There's still room for you in the queue to call in. So call in at 213-943-3587. 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 before the number, and you can call us to talk a little bit with Alan. That's absolutely incredible, and we are so honored to have him with us today. If you want to talk with us live on the show, remember to press 1, or you can also go to scrollsofthesoul.com/live, where you can listen live on the player and text chat with us during our show. So you can write a question in the chat room at scrollsofthesoul.com/live. On today's show, we are welcoming special guest Dr. Alan Walden, a cosmic artist, a very special man, and much connected to the soul and channeling and everything. I'm really intrigued by him. So if you haven't listened to the whole show, you can listen to it right after we finish it up here. It's a very special person here. You can connect with Alan at acosmicartist.com, acosmicartist.com. And if you'd like to connect with me, Anne, or Sue, we do offer personal readings, and you can find us at scrollsofthesoul.com/readings. But I also want to mention that any links or anything, connection with Alan or pictures and many things, it's actually in the chat room at scrollsofthesoul.com/live, so you can pass by there even if you don't want to ask a question or anything, to just check out the info about Alan. And how to connect with him? Once again, you can call in at 213-943-3587. International callers dial +1 213-943-3587. And call us for questions, or why not chat with our special guest, Dr. Alan Walden, today. He's awaiting your calls here. We're going to grab calls in a little bit. If you want to talk with us live on the show, press 1. And our next upcoming show here on Scrolls of the Soul Radio is next Thursday, August 5th, 2021, with Soul Sister Show and host Sue and myself, Anne. and we will talk about soul realignment, soul agreements, plus your calls for questions and mini readings live on air as usual. We'll be on 10 a.m. Pacific in the U.S., and you can find a time near you at scrollsofthesoul.com/post/time for broadcasting around the globe. Keep yourself updated on our shows at scrollsofthesoul.com/upcoming, and you can find past episodes at scrollsofthesoul.com/past. And we are a live calling worldwide radio, broadcasting today from Arizona in the U.S. and Rhodes in Greece and San Francisco with Dr. Alan Walden. And you can find us on YouTube. Search for Scrolls of the Soul Radio directly on YouTube and subscribe and like our videos. Now, guys, let's get back to the show.
Yes, ma'am. Let's get back to the show. I'm going to actually pull in a caller if everyone is ready. I pulled some cards, by the way, but I'll hold off. These are just Akashic Record cards, and they're pretty good. But I'll hold off a little bit and grab a call. So hang on, guys. Coming over to you.
Hi,
Hello, caller. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
it's Melissa, CO.
Hi. Welcome, Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Oh.
It's been a while, I know. I thought about y'all.
Oh, my God. How's it going, girl?
Can you just give me a recap? I think I'm doing okay. I've gone through a lot of changes. I had two car situations in 11 days. I almost the D word passed over. I don't know.
Oh my God, girl!
And in the middle of the expressway with this scary road, and then the other ones and the scary road, and the vehicle went up, and then it went down hard, and I was like, it was 11 days. So I went into two vehicles. But anyway, I'm still here. That's the proof that I'm being protected. But ladies, you always have helped me grow. Can you just give me a recap?
Yeah, definitely. Oh, geez, she just dropped too, guys. Oh, Melissa, call back in, girl, or listen later if you have an issue, because I got a lot to add, but I will try to minimize it. Of course, I'll wait and see if Alan's got anything. Alan, is there anything? Melissa she calls every so often, and bless her heart. Is there anything you could jump in on that you might see with her? There she is. Let me pull her in.
Sorry, thank you for taking my call.
Nope, we got it. I got you back. I saw you. I just asked Alan if there's anything he could answer for you right now.
So I didn't hear everything about what had happened in the vehicle, and so could you repeat it, please?
Yeah.
Melissa?
Hello?
Clearly and slowly repeat to Alan what it was you just said, because it kind of skipped out a little for him. So just repeat that again.
I don't know if my energy is being drained out of my body, but something that I'm doing takes me only one day, and I'm the third is gonna be the fourth day. 11 days I had two car situations, like I almost passed over, and I'm alive. And like this month, July, and I know the universe is teaching me a lesson, but I tell the universe, come on, well, how come you're gonna take all the money away from famous people that they're greedy? That's not fair. What did I do to hurt the heart of the universe?
Yeah.
Amen.
Did you hear that, Alan?
Well, I think I heard most of it. And so what I sense and feel is that when I drive, I used to love to drive. And right now, I drive maybe over the past 6-7 years about 3,000 miles a year, basically total. So I drive 500, 600 miles because I am afraid that my emotions, let's just say my ego comes out on the road. So my aggression comes out on the road. And I don't realize that there's a spiritual being in this other vehicle sometimes. This is, again, I'm telling you what was true for me, dear. And so what I am now trying to do is breathe and slow down and and as far as if something is occurring in front of me or around me on the road, sometimes I'll just pull over and just realize and collect myself and know that, let's just say I'm giving another opportunity, another chance to see things differently. And one of my problems is that I usually run a little late, as Sue and Ann will attest this morning in this program. I wait till the last minute and then I run like hell. And so what I need to do is slow down. And I don't know if this is pertinent to you, dear, but that's what I sense, that maybe you're given an opportunity to not only slow down, but to see fortunate that you are to even be driving. And when I drive now, again, they say it's a privilege, and it is, because look at how many people don't have this in the world. And anyway, that's my little, my feeling about it.
Nice. Very nice, Alan. Thank you. I'm just going to jump in real quick. Melissa, was there ever a time, you said 2 accidents within 1 month?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, 11 days apart.
7 days apart? Holy cow.
Yeah, 11 days apart, yeah.
Oh, 11 days. Oh, isn't that interesting? 1-1. 11 days apart. Yeah. That's a big message right there, too. Did you ever, was it at any point, were you hospitalized and not breathing? Or
No.
were you, okay.
No, I scaring all the tow truck and all that said, because the bottom of the vehicle, the last one, it went all the way in, like, and the vehicle went up, and then it dropped hard, and that was in the vehicle. And I didn't get scared. I was like, God help me! I screamed loud.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Were there some points in which you knew he took the wheel, so to speak, where you knew, like, okay, gonna be okay. It was, you know what's scary, but you were no longer in the driver's seat, someone else was, type of thing. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I felt it. I did feel something that came on top of me when that happened. When the vehicle went up, like, it was going to flip. And it would drop.
Yeah. Listen, that was a deep message for you. Okay, really deep. And girl, I've told you before to get a hold of me if you want to go further with some of this stuff. And just to give you some heads up, Ann and I are kind of in the process of creating some future courses here that might be perfect for you. Okay? So just consider it, because I think it's you're a perfect candidate for some of these classes we're in development with. But are you feeling a bit in, I'm going to have Ann pop in just a minute. One more question. Are you feeling a bit apprehensive now?
I think
Or
it's draining
fearful?
my energy. No,
Yeah.
I'm not scared.
Yeah.
I'm not scared. I would keep the
Tired.
comment at me. Or
Right.
hit me.
Right.
That's okay. I know
Well,
where I'm
it's
going.
well, as far as the energy drain, now that's learning to, that's mastering control of a couple things, I believe. I don't really see anything too terrible about, there's no repercussions, let's just say, here. There was instantly, there was that adrenaline rush, and we, once you come off adrenaline, you're like, oh, I'm exhausted. I just want to sleep for days, and the body feels like somebody beat the crap out of you, right? But other than that, I'm not seeing anything, it's more like managing the energies you have. And they're very draining because especially other people can drain you. So it's really tiring, Remember, Ann talks about cord cutting, cutting some of those cords away from people. You had a lot of people who were checking in on you, So kind of where I see that. But I'm going to ask Ann to pop in and see what she's got to say. Sissy?
Yes. Hi, ladies. Hi, Melissa. I feel, I confirm both what Alan said and Sue is saying. So it's a little bit like we need to master, and you need to slow down a little bit. And sometimes, when we see things that are negative occurring, now you had two negative things that we consider negative, right, happening to you. That's a sign, a huge sign for you to slow down and be more observative in the moment. Also pay more attention. Try not to run in your life. So many times we live on memories on one hand, and we think about the future, what's going to be, and we are chasing time, so to speak. But in spirit world, time does not exist, right? So we have invented the timeline and the clock and everything. Time does not exist. So know that you are more precious than time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's basically what I'm getting for you. And yes, thank you, Melissa. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, it does. I appreciate you. Always honest.
So happy to talk to you again. We love you. You know that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Well,
Susie?
Yeah, I've got to jump in real quick. Melissa, please get a hold of me, will you?
Okay.
like just plop an email in on the website, okay? Go over to me and just no charge for this, okay? Have a conversation. That's all. Okay? So because we're on a time crunch, you know how that goes with us over here. I'm just glad you're safe and that you're okay. And breathe, okay? Into the nose and out through the mouth. Just breathe a little. Like Ann said and Alan said, slow this pace down a little bit because it's intense. I can feel how intense this is. And it feels intense for you, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, something came to me. This is it's very general, but it's very true. You know, what's going on within us, that is a direct reflection in our outer world. So if we see things that now it's too speedy, too this, is too that, we need to correct that energy a little bit. Does that make sense? So you can do everything that you need to just be more aware of the present moment, and sometimes we are going to be late somewhere. It doesn't really matter in the time anymore because okay?
Well, that's good here. And I would like to add something here. You know,
Yes.
when I talk with someone, especially someone when I talk with someone, so I want to say that when I meet someone, I ask them, have you ever had a near-death experience? It's my first question that I ask someone that I just meet. Have you ever had a near-death experience? And if they say no, and then I'll say, well, have you ever, maybe consumed too much or done something, and you drove home, but you don't remember driving home? Who drove? Melissa. You have to realize who and what you are connected to. You're so much more dear. And when you realize all these special gifts are around us 24/7, but we don't realize it until something happens. And so this is a wake-up call for you to go deeper and really connect on a higher level with your higher self.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel.
She dropped off, honey, but she knows that she can go in
okay.
anytime. She can go in anytime and listen to the playback. So she may jump back in too. I'm actually gonna move to our next caller just because of time crunch. You know, we're always 90 minutes goes by very quick on our show. You know.
Yes.
We've got wonderful callers with fabulous gifts and questions, so I just got to move on anyway. So thank you, Melissa. We'll talk soon, love. Breathe, okay? Breathe. Take it slow and breathe. All right, let me move on to our next caller. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Sue. This is Rose from New York.
Hi,
hello,
Rose.
Alan.
How are you?
I'm doing
Hi,
well.
Rose.
And Anne, I'm sorry. I know I had to have 3 names. I don't remember to say hello.
Okay, Rose.
Welcome. I'm listening to your show. It's very interesting. I actually looked at Alan's pictures. They're beautiful. Are those paintings? Like, did you paint them?
So a lot of those were done with colored pencil, Prismacolor, and then I worked on them on the computer. So they were enhanced.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, either way, they're very beautiful. Very nice. So, you hear the wind here? I'm walking.
Yeah, girl, it's windy where you're at. Holy cow.
Well, we're supposed to get a lot of rain later. We had a lot of rain in July, but we're supposed to get some rain coming in later. So I just figured I better go for a walk now before it comes in. But I don't know. I don't really have any really particular questions. If you just want to do something general, or do you need a question normally?
I'm good. You know us. We're good.
Yeah.
But how you doing, though? I mean, how you really doing? Because I got this kind of feeling of urgency with you. Is everything okay?
Oh, well, yeah, everything is okay. I mean, I've been working on my project, my project that I've been working on for years, the nonprofit. We're supposedly moving forward now and hopefully getting some office space, and we're going to be doing, like, health classes in there.
Yeah.
And so that seems to be working out real well. No, I'm always on the fence on what I'm supposed to be doing, but I kind of know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I don't make any money at it.
Tell me about it, okay?
My passion is the nonprofit, but hopefully soon I'll be making some money because that's really the only thing I really want to do.
Right.
That's the only thing that really sparks me.
You're in service, and when we're in service for humanity, it doesn't make you rich. It doesn't always pay well. And but there's so much joy that comes from what all of us do in our unique perspective gifts we have.
Right.
And you've got so much to offer, and I know I agree with you. I can tap my hand into every field you can think of, and I'm like, okay, does anybody hear me, or is everybody deaf? Okay,
right.
Like I'm on the top of the world yelling out, "Hello, little money, little employment." Okay, you want to do that? Sure, I can do that.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Yeah, I can do, but do I really want to do it? No. I'll probably even be good at it, but if your heart's not in it, I don't know. I can't really excel if it's not. It's just going through the motions, really.
Yeah. No, I completely understand. Completely.
Yeah.
Alan, is there something you can add here? For Rose?
So I am feeling, Rose, that your visualization of where you want this organization to go and things that you want to create, begin to see them anew now on a higher level. Begin to see what you want. And when something comes up that, let's just say, appears negative and or fearful or worrying about finances, money, right?
Right.
Realize that you create abundance. And you just connect with your higher self and feel it flowing to you with your visualization. And trust and believe. And when doubt kicks in, which it will, just try to work on moving it to your higher mind.
Right. Yeah, I got an issue with that.
It's hard because what happens is that we're all stuck in the lower, like solar plexus. It's going in the gut. And what we need to do is move it into the heart and above and connect to the infinite and ground every day on some level, grounded, and say, you know what, this is not, and then this is what I want. And not only that, but look at all the people that you're assisting and helping along the way.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I know I have to do that. I know you can't come from a space of lack, and you have to know that there's endless resources out there for everyone. And I do have to work on that. I've always had a problem with that. I guess I grew up, I didn't have a lot, so I kind of just manifest.
Right.
I mean, never really got over that. Working on that doesn't mean that has to be the way it is now. So that's something I definitely need to work on. And I know what you say is true because deep down inside I know that, but I have to actually work on it. There's no lack, especially when you're doing good work. There isn't.
Oh yeah.
So,
I can attest to that in a whole different aspect. Maybe it's not lack. Maybe it's overconfidence. I don't know. For me, where I'd like to take some of it with what I do is it's in the depths of depravity. Not for me personally, but to help those crawl out of that, I guess. And I have a unique skill set. Not everyone has what I have. I can see many things, and people don't like it. Egos get in the way. I've gotten into more fights and arguments with doctors than I can ever attest to. The police don't like me. Okay, it takes a certain patient cop to talk to me. I mean, it's maybe,
I got you.
I'm a fighter for a lot of things. Animals, humans, plants, everything you could think of, I will stand up for.
Right. I'm like that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
People that. So I know it's true.
But with the job specifically, with income, for instance, Alan's correct, and what I do is okay. So, we all have aspirations and goals, right? At least I hope we do. And that's what moves us forward in this kind of dense, thick jungle we're all in. And even if I don't get what I would particularly like, I'm still okay because I get immense amount of joy out of what I do. I love all you guys who call in. I love our new callers who call in. Ann and I adore this work. And I know you do too, the work you do, you adore. And if it's heart-centered, you can't ask for anything better than that, It's kind of my strong sense of it,
Right.
So I'm so proud of you. You're fantastic and you're doing great, Just hang in
thank
there.
you. You are.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm always all right. Either way, I'm always all right.
We don't lack for anything, I don't think, really.
No. Yeah, no. No, because we don't. Yeah, what we value is not what a lot of people value. Not everyone values. It's not material things that make us happy.
Yeah.
So there's so much more in life than that. So as long as we're okay, we got enough to eat, we got this, we got somewhere to live. Like I don't go crazy on all that. It doesn't mean that much to me,
Yep.
Maybe it should, I don't know, but it doesn't. I mean, I like nice things, but I don't go crazy that I have to have them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't appeal to me. Right.
Ladies,
all right,
Ann here. So
okay.
When we talk about abundance in a spiritual sense, it covers many other things, but we are living in a world where the practical part of abundance, like a good job, a high position, expensive car, a lot of money. So money counts in this world. But when we are living here, so we can, and we are at service to others, and we do something for others, we are always, you can say, paid, but it may be in a different way, right?
Right.
And I know that sounds maybe very easy for me to say because we still live here in this 3D world and we need to have a few things. We need a roof over our head and stuff like that.
Right.
But it's just remember that abundance can also mean to be supported, to be guided, to have everything falling into place for you, even if it's not in the sense of money. But it's going to, eventually when we have the thinking, I'm going to go back again to what I said before, what goes on within us, and that includes our thoughts. I'm going somewhere on that end too sometimes. It happens to me. But when we are aware, we can turn around our thoughts and we can turn around them and express ourselves how we think in a different manner. So if we allow us to connect to what Dr. Allen said, to our higher self, and just know that there's actually no limit. We are taught that there's a lit, but it's not.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But we need to be that very energy to bring it into our life. So breathing it, being it, sensing it, visioning it, talking about it like we have it. Does that make sense?
Right, yeah, no, it does. It makes perfect sense.
Just a quick statement, guys. Hold on, both of you real quick. Alan, I put you on mute while you were doing what you were doing just because it, can get loud on the recording, so I'm going to pull you back in, love.
Yeah.
If you want to add anything.
No. Again, I apologize.
That's okay.
I was opening a window. And this car, I don't understand it yet. It's got too many bells and whistles. It just makes,
I know.
just for me to do anything, I'm afraid. The car. Anyway.
Right. And this is exactly why I want a Mustang 6667 convertible Shelby. Okay? I don't have to do all that crap. It's a nice
no bells and whistles.
System. Yep. Nice stereo system. Not even air. I don't care if it has air or not. I live in the desert,
Right.
Just a nice stereo, and I'll be on my happy way. That's a whole other topic for a whole day.
I'll get going so you can take a call. So I'm waiting there. Thank you very much, ladies, and nice meeting you, Alan.
Nice meeting you,
and I appreciate your advice. And have a wonderful day.
You too. You too, Rose.
All right.
Bye, Rose.
All right. Take it easy now. All right.
Bye.
Bye, Rose. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, that's Sissy. I'm looking at. Yeah, we're lucky. We're lucky we did 2 today. Okay.
Yes.
So with that being said, let me jump real quick to a couple cards I grabbed because I find it kind of intriguing. For you and I, actually, this is interesting. We've been talking about our courses, right? Our future courses.
Yes.
And so I get setting your course. Okay, I mean you couldn't be more clearer than that, right? And then I get
that was spot on.
the King of Keys. Yeah, we're the King of Keys, all right. You and I.
Yes.
Anything we set our mind to, we open that door, and we don't just walk through, we go running. So I saw those two, and I'm like, yep, that's a message for Ann and I that get going on it, because a lot of people are going to take your course. So I don't know if you had pulled anything or not, but that was just a little quick one from the Akashic Records.
Okay. I have a card too. Do you want me to reveal my card?
Oh, yeah.
I pulled my card from the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed, Oracle Cards. And this is wonderful too. This is very positive. It's overly positive, actually. It's card number 29. So 2 and 9, that makes up for the master number 11.
11,
right?
Yep.
It's
sure does.
Fantastic start. And the card says coming to life. So actually that is, it's like a new beginning. It's something beautiful is being born in your life. So just keep on moving forward. And sometimes we can't see too far away, even if no matter if we're psychic or not, because it's like the dense energy surrounding us. But if we just go with our senses and keep on forward, it's a wonderful time coming. And I feel that this is actually not only for us, it's for everyone listening to this show today, because it's a positive sign, and a sign also that even if we are still living a little bit with the pandemic and there are some restrictions here and there, we are going to get out of it. It's coming.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Even with the Earth, I see the balance. Okay, let's just quickly go with the balance of the Earth, where you've got that plus and minus. The negative, positive thing. The yin and yang. Let me tell you, it's positive already won. If I can, it's just a matter of catching up. Everyone has to catch up to that energy of the Earth. Where the Earth is already in balance, everybody else is still majority of people are still out of balance. So it's a matter with everyone kind of catching up energetically. And that's going to take some time.
Yes.
I'm sure even Alan, you could probably name a few people who aren't in alignment right now.
Only a few.
Yeah.
I live in a city where everybody's a legend.
Right. In their own mind, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But everyone has to catch up, I think, and some people are. It's not a criticism; it's an observation. Okay, so let me just state that right up front. Some people could be dumb as a box of rocks. Okay, so they're a little slow, but like everything else, everyone will catch up. They'll catch up to what's going on, and they'll catch on. I guess is the best I could add to that. Sissy, you got anything you want to jump in on or add?
No, nothing.
No.
Just listening. I'm once in a while here checking the chat room, but it's only us right now. So, but guys,
That's
I want to
surprising.
let everyone know
day.
we are going to leave the comments until the next week's show, until the day before or a few hours before the next week's show. So go into scrollsofthesoul.com/live and have a peek in the chat room and find out more about Dr. Alan Walden, of chiropractic for 40 years, and a cosmic artist. You have to have a look at his paintings. It's absolutely incredible. Go to scrollsofthesoul.com/live or go directly to acosmicartist.com. acosmicartist.com. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. if you're looking for art to speak to or through the soul, that's a definite. That's kind of my 2 cents on it, So, is there anything before we wrap this up? Is there anything you'd like to add at all, Alan? Any final statements?
No, this was a great experience. Thank you for the opportunity. And I could see where, let's just say, the world is starting to catch up, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because everybody's looking. They're looking, but they don't realize that they're looking. So they're afraid. And so people are their fear level is diminishing every day. And let's just say they're coming out of their cocoon.
Yeah.
And they don't realize that they could fly. And so that is what I see occurring on planet Earth right now. At least that is the hope and dream that I hold.
I think that's the essence, quite honestly. That is the essence of it all. What we're all seeing. Thank you very much, Alan. Sissy, is there anything more? No,
I have a few things. I always love to talk, right? So I'm just going to say a few things here. Do you want to talk first?
Just a thank you to, sorry if we didn't get to anybody else's calls. You know, when we start running out the clock like that, we can't pull in any more callers, and as we get on this time crunch, so we kind of like to ease into closing out the show. So thank you for anyone who we might have missed, and thank you for Alan, and for all those listening around the world. Again, we're so grateful to all of you, you know, and don't forget, you're always welcome to call into the show. You know, that's what we're here for. We're here to help. So thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Sissy?
Yes. Yes. And thank you, everyone, for participating with us today. And thank you so much, Alan. It has been a real pleasure. I've been listening to you, and I'm intrigued. And on today's show, we have welcomed special guest Dr. Alan Walden, a cosmic artist and a chiropractor, and he's channeling messages. He's doing a lot of things. He's very connected to his soul. And you can go back and listen to the replay at growthofthesoul.com/past in a little bit, or on Blog Talk, of course. You can also find us on Blog Talk. If we didn't get a chance to take your call today, please call into our next show. We're always fighting with the time here, and that's a joke. Our next upcoming show here on Scrolls of the Soul Radio is next Thursday, August 5th, 2021, with Soul Sister Show, and host soon myself, Anne. We will talk about soul realignment and soul agreements. What are those? Plus your calls for questions and free mini readings live on air, 10 a.m. Pacific in the U.S., and you can find a time near you at scrollsofthesoul.com/post/time for broadcasting around the globe. You can listen to replays of all our shows anytime at scrollsofthesoul.com/past. You can keep yourself updated on upcoming shows at scrollsofthesoul.com/upcoming. And you can listen live and text chat with us during all our shows at scrollsofthesoul.com/live. And on the same page in the chat room, we have more information about Dr. Alan Walden and his work and what he's doing, and a lot of links and how you can connect with him. You can connect with Alan at acosmicartist.com, acosmicartist.com. And if you'd like to connect with me, Anne, or Sue, we do offer personal readings, and you can find us at scrollsofthesoul.com/readings. And, of course, you can find us on YouTube as well. Search for Scrolls of the Soul Radio directly on YouTube and subscribe and like our videos. And thank you all for listening and calling in. We will be back next Thursday, August 5th, talking about soul realignment and soul agreements, plus your calls for questions and mini readings live on air. So, Sue, do you have anything you want to tell the listeners before we end the show?
I sure do. Angels watch over you all night long. Sissy?
Yes. Love, light, peace, and joy to all of you. Bye.
Bye.